gathering intelligence to people. And yes, he did make close friendships during that time, one of which he kept up with right up until he died. I know of one anyway. I'm not sure that there were others. There were others from the ACC he kept up with his whole life. Probably more from there.
So I have an interesting question. He's working with a lot of Chinese people who are also collecting intelligence, and they're sharing that intelligence with him. So would you say it's fair to say that the intelligence was, in addition to going to Tigers and other aspects of the U.S. military, were also going to the Chinese military to help them identify Japanese troop movements as well?
Oh, absolutely. While he was in Xiamen, or in the coast, observing Xiamen, working with these agents, he was under Chinese command. So, of course, he reported back to Kunming, and his commanding officer in the 14th Air Force was in such and such a place. But in the immediate area, he was under Chinese command, gathering the intelligence.
The intelligence of China and the United States at this time were working together, and I just find that personally very fascinating.
Yeah. The Chinese and the U.S. forces worked together in other parts of China. One of the small group of OSS officers that my father trained with, became very close to, was up in Yemen, working with the communists during the Japanese War. So yeah.
So how would you say that his wartime, your father's wartime experiences impacted your father's worldview?
You'd have to ask him that question.
Okay, it's too complicated. Sure.
I can only speculate about that. But I think the biggest impact was to reinforce his desire to come back to China. So after the war he came back, and I'm just thinking ATC and then the experience in the OSS in China, they really reinforced each other so that there was no question he was coming back to China.
So you were born in China, that's correct, yes?
That's right, yeah.
So presumably your father settled in China?
Well, he tried to. The first time was at ACC, second time was OSS, and then the third time he was after he demobilized on the Stanford for a master's. He and my mother decided to come to China. He had wanted to all along. He thought he could get there through Stanford to his thesis in China. Topic, but it has something to do with economics. So he was looking for an opportunity to go back to China. And when the Stanford thing didn't pan out, I found out that the Methodist Mission Board wanted to send a teacher